Right, so welcome to Trisha's Cards and Crafts, and I'm Trisha, and tonight I'm going to, tonight is going to be the first night I'm going to try and do every Thursday, some up until the week before Halloween, some Halloween crafts, and tonight I'm starting with the Haunted Home kit from Stampin' Up. I bought it last year, thinking that I would have made it last year, and then they sold out straight away. So I thought, well, can't make it for everybody with everybody else, so I will wait until this year. So, and it's actually a very good time to do it, because starting on the 6th, there is a special offer on all the kits that are available at the moment, and they're going to be 30% off. So the Haunted Home kit, which is like a home decor kit, at the moment it's £17, but it'll be 30% off. So there'll be, should be about £5 off. So it might be around about £12, something like that. Anyway, I thought I'd give it a go tonight, and we will see where we go. So I have a glue gun, which I shall probably turn on in a bit, and because that's one of the things that because you want it to set quickly, it's better than using the wet glue. I will be using some other glues as well, but we'll see how we get on. So without any more ado, I'm going to turn the camera around so that you can see my desk. So right, so I'm hoping that this will work properly. If you are there, please say hello, and we'll see where we're going. Yeah, right, so this is the box that this kit comes in. So you can take everything out of there and get rid of the box. So we've got all these different items in here, and they're all plastic wrapped. So let's get the plastic off to start with, and we'll see what's inside the bag. So welcome to anybody that's joining me, and if not, welcome if you're watching later on once it's been posted. So here we go. We have got in here some, we've got some mini glue dots, we've got some black dimensionals, we've got some tear and tape. There's a little tiny skull, a little metal skull, and it looks like it's got little diamante things in there for the eyes. Got some wires, which I think I know what they're for. And then we've got these two other sides, I think, of the house. So they will need to be folded like that. So like that one. And this one, it's a bit windy tonight. I hope you can't hear the wind, but if you can, well, sorry. There's not a lot I can do about it. So I'm just making all the folds while I go along. So I think this is the bit that goes on the top of the house. And then this is the front, I think, of the house. So that goes that way, and that goes that way. So there and there, and that will go there. I just like to fold things as I go along if I can. We will do some more work on that first anyway. And this is the back, but we have to pop all these windows out, because these are the windows. You will see that in a bit. So if we just pop these out, because they've got to come out. Might as well do it now. They come out really easily. Not a problem getting them out. They've all been die cut already. There we go. So those can all go to one side. I saw one lady, she was using those and sticking them on afterwards to make it look a bit more like a brick and give it a bit more texture. So we'll see how we get on. Maybe we'll do that as well. So that's the roof. All this is made from cardboard, so corrugated card, so they're quite nice and sturdy. And then we have all these pieces and the instructions. Haha, there we go. That's the instructions. So we have, oh, it just fell out, the roof. And I'm just going to fold this towards me like that. And you will see why later on. And then we've got this bone shape here, which is the front door handle. So we will put that to one side. And we've got a cat, which will also be going using, and a spider. So we've got those. And then we have, I don't know what that was, this, which is, we've got some pumpkins, which are also used to decorate the house, and a little set of banners or pennants, flags to put on the house as well to decorate it. And we've got a front door, we need that one, and then these are the blinds for the, I can't remember what you call them. They're not blinds, they're the window coverings. So we will need all of these, so I might as well take these out quickly. Well, hopefully quickly, not too quickly, so we don't want to rip the pips that are holding it on, or the actual, there we go. So we just put all these to one side for a moment while we sort everything out. I hope you're all well. I don't know if anybody's watching. If you're not watching me live, hopefully you'll be joining me later. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not sure whether you enjoy Halloween or not. If not, you're probably not going to want to watch this. But both my daughters enjoy Halloween, and I bought 2 of these sets last year, and I've given one to my one daughter. The other daughter won't be home this year for Halloween because she's in Australia with her auntie on holiday. So it's going to be a bit quieter this year. I'm not going to cut this out yet or pop these out because I might lose bits, so I don't want to lose them. These are the fencing that will go around the outside. Now these are quite sturdy. These are a bit more, these were all just quite thin, like more like paper than card, but these are quite sturdy. They're quite strong feeling card, thicker than even our normal card as well, and they fold like that. They've been die cut. I'll put those up there. Take these out as well. And I saw one lady with doing one of these kits. When she was putting her kit together, she kept some of these the outside parts, and she actually used them to go along the top of the house. So that might be, we'll see. I don't know whether I'll be doing that, but I'll keep that to one side as well. Then we've got on here some trees, or it's a tree, but it's in two parts so that it stands up on its own. I will show you in a moment once I've got it out. Again, this is nice, sort of sturdy card as well. So, because they're going to be standing up, I expect that's why they made them out of the thicker card. And the other things that are on in this piece as well are bats. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's that bit's finished with. And then we've got these pieces. This is sort of yellowy orangey vellum, and these are going to cover the windows, the holes in the windows. And I will show you that next moment, and then we will get on with starting to put it all together. There we go. Right, so that's that. So we've got all the different pieces now, hopefully. So the instructions show you all the pieces that you need. You've got the black dimensionals, you've got some glue dots, you've got tear and tape, then you've got all the different pieces that you need. This is what the front will look like when you've decorated it, and then you've got the other pieces that you'll need. That will be going on to here. So, and then we've got showing you how to put everything together. So there we go, and this is what you need: 2 bats for each one bat, because you'll be putting the wire in between the two so that they stay together. So you put little glue dots onto the 2 bats so that the wire will stick in the middle and stay, so it'll be nice and solid. So it's showing you about where to put the glue if you use the glue gun. I mean, you could probably make it with Tombow liquid glue, but it would take a lot longer to put together and stick together. So these are all the different things to decorate it with afterwards, but I think I will try and do the decoration as far as I can before I put it together. And there we go as well, that's showing you another version of it. So that's the whole kit there. It does show you if you wanted to watch the instructions for the kit, if you use the QR code there, and it'll take you directly to the YouTube video. So, and the same thing, you can learn the stamping basics as well with that. So it tells you all the things you need, and you've got everything you need for the project. And the colours that they've used are basic black, crushed curry, grey granite, moody mauve, and pumpkin pie. Oh, I see, there's moody mauve, which we don't actually have anymore, but that's fine. We did when this kit came out, we did have it. I do have the colour, but the ink, so if you were with us before, you would be able to perhaps use the same colour because it's also on the handle. Right, let's get making. And I think, like I said, I'm going to try and do the decorating first as far as I can. So to put the tree together, all you do is to slot these two together, and there's your tree. So we won't need this for a while, so that will be to put. I'll just put this to one side for now. Whoops, want that at the end. Right, let's see what we've got. We're going to put the window frames in, or the windows in the frames, I should say. So we've got 1, 2, 3 of these for the back. 3, and we'll use some tear and tape. Might as well use the ones we've been given for now. So hopefully, if you are joining me, you enjoy Halloween and you like, or you've got children that like Halloween, and I think this would be a brilliant kit to get for your children for half term. Great thing to put together, ready for something to keep the children occupied during half term. I saw somebody else and they'd used some window sheets, I think they're called, or acetate sheets, and they'd used those to put in as well. And I was thinking about doing that, but I didn't get round to sorting any out, so I'll just be putting the yellow vellum in, I think, for now. So I'll just check if I've got enough. I've got enough for the back. Only I think it would look nice if you could see the shining through, so it'll look actually like glass. Let's see if we can cut some of this up. So if I work out, that's about 1.5 inches by 3¼ So I'll use my guillotine quickly. I can't remember what I said now. 1.5. 1.5. Is that there? 1.5. Whoops, that didn't go underneath. And 1.5. And another one. We can get 4 out of there. I need another 2 of this size. So that bit I don't need. So I got 4. I need some more. Should have some more of this. There we go. Another 1.5. So that's 5 that size. And the other one is 3 by 1 3/4. I don't need the rest of that. I think it was about 3. Was it 3? Just check. Yeah, I think it's about 3. Yeah, that'll be fine. So that's that one done. And then these should go with the others. And I need to cut these down. So cut these down to, remember what it was? 1, 2, 3¼ 3¼ So I'm already going off piece. I mean, if you've got any acetate or plastic sheets, you can use those as well. If not, don't worry about it, just use the vellum. You need something quite stiff. These are old sheets that had the stamp sets on them. So if you've got any of those that you are not using, you could use those to make the windows out of, the glass out of. There we go. So I'll need lots of tear and tape as well, so I might need to put some more. So 1, 2, so take that off, put a piece of the acetate down first, and then some more tear and tape to put the vellum on top of. Whoops, I don't want it showing. There we go. And there. And take this off. Put a piece of vellum over the top. So that one's one done. Now the next one. So here we go. Piece of acetate. There we go. One. If I need more, I can always get some more. I've got plenty of tear and tape. Let's do some more. So if you didn't want to do this bit, obviously you can leave this bit out. And then the last piece on this piece, the last window for here, we've got a piece of acetate down, then some tear and tape, I'll show you now what it'll look like. Oops, take that off as well, and put the piece of vellum over the top. So when you turn it over, you've got windows that are shiny, so it looks like there's glass in them. I saw somebody else had used a black what, I can't remember the name. Stampin' blends to colour these in. I might do that later on. We'll see how it turns out first. So that's the back of the windows done, the back of the house done. So I'll put that to one side. Now for the front part of it, and we'll do the windows again. So the windows, this window here is the one with the chandelier in the window. So we'll put, that's going to go on first. So 1, 2, and these are the same as the ones at the back. These are the same size, so they're a bit taller and a bit narrower. Again, you could probably use tear and tape if you had enough of it to stick all the walls and the ceilings to get the roof on and things, but I don't know whether, I don't know what happens when you get to the roof. I don't know quite how that's going to stick on, so we'll find that out together when we get to it. Right, so first of all, the acetate sheet. There we go. And then some more tear and tape for the vellum. Hope you've had a good week this week. I've had a much better week this week. I had a little bit of a funny week last week because my daughter was off going off on her travels to Australia, and she's diabetic. She's type 1, and she got well, not even halfway there, and she had a problem with her ketone levels, and she was in mid-air and started panicking. So luckily there were people on hand to help, but she ended up having to stay overnight in where they were changing their planes in Qatar, in Doha, and so the airline put them up in a hotel overnight for them to stay, and then got them onto a flight the next day, and she's fine now. Everything's sorted, but it was a bit scary, I think, for her, and not unscary for me because I couldn't do anything. But she was in very capable hands. She was with her auntie, so she wasn't exactly on her own anyway, so that was good. And she's now having a great old time in Australia, and they're 9 hours ahead of us, so they're in bed at the moment, ready to possibly going to be getting up in a few hours, which seems rather strange to me, being as it's only early evening here, but there we go, never mind. And they're off to the zoo tomorrow, going to visit can't remember, Steve Irwin Zoo, because they're staying in Brisbane at the moment, so they're going to visit his zoo tomorrow. Right, now we need to put the, I can't remember what they're called, the window casements, or not casement, because that's not what they are. They're the ones that come across and cover the windows. If you had time and you wanted to, you could put these through an embossing folder and make them textured as well if you wanted to. So, but I'm not going to do that. And these are all going to have dimensionals on the back of them. That's one of the bigger ones, and there's the other one. And then we just need to put all these down. Just gives it a bit more texture as well when you're putting the things together. So I think I've got some mini black ones, and I saw some people doing that with when they were putting it together, because these are a bit wide for these, so I'll use the mini ones for that I've got in my stash. You can buy them separately from Stampin' Up, and it's quite nice because if you're looking at them, if you're looking down at the back, you won't be able to see them so well because they're black, which is great. So we need to put dimensionals on all of these to lift them up a bit. Oh, this is going to take a bit of doing. There we go. Get all these laid out so we can get the dimensionals on, hopefully quickly, or as quickly as possible. I might put the bigger ones on that one. Oh, that one I just had the top off that one, didn't have the actual dimensional. There we go. Oops. Yeah, so, and so it's nice and quiet in the house while my daughter's not here. She's not young, she's she's well, she is young, but she's not a child. So let's put it that way. She's going to be, this is where it gets, 28, I think it is, in November when she gets back. They've gone over there for 6 weeks, so, and she'll be missing Halloween. They're actually going to go on a cruise as well while they're there, and they'll be on the cruise for Halloween, so maybe they'll do something special on the cruise ship while they're there. Maybe. I'm sure we'll hear all about it when she gets back. So far they've been to a koala bear sanctuary and seen some koala bears, and they were not just koala bears there, but there were quite a few by the sound of it, but there were also now these go like that, so that when they would put back over they would cover the, that's right, they would cover the window. I can't remember what they're called. I'm sure it'll come to me eventually. If anybody's out there and they know what they're called, can you tell me please, because I can't think what they're called. Oh dear. There we go. So that's the first one done. Yeah, so they saw kangaroos and turtles and crocodile. I think it was a saltwater crocodile. Yeah. Oh, and a duck-billed platypus. I'd love to see one of those. Oh, and a Tasmanian devil. I don't know whether anyone else, I mean, I know I'm not that young, so I do remember a cartoon when I was younger, when I was a child probably, that they had called a Tasmanian devil, the Tasmanian devil. I wouldn't say that the Tasmanian devil actually looked like the cartoon character, but it did look quite interesting in that it has fangs. So that was interesting. That's not that one. Nope. Those are the same. This one's the right one. Yeah, so that's something else that was interesting. And then yesterday they went to Stradbroke, North Island, and they saw a kangaroo in the wild, just eating some grass or something. She took a little video and sent it to me. It was amazing. Whereas you might see perhaps a deer or something over here, you can just go and see a kangaroo over there. Oh, we need to put the door on as well. So if we find, where's the door? Here's the door. So we put some of the bigger if I can open it. There we go. These on here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'll put 6 just in case. And we also want to try and put the handle on. Which way does the handle go? Just shaping it a little bit, and then we'll put some glue dots. Haha, that will be, there they are, glue dots on here. And these are nice and small, so hopefully it will fit okay. So if I take the top off there, see if, whoa, uh-oh. That's not clever. Don't know where it went. Fell on the floor. Oh dear. I won't be putting the handle on. Can't see where it went. Ah, I do. Excuse my head. I can see it, I just can't feel it. This is not the best I This is odd. I can see it. Right, let's what can I use? Oh, I know. We'll try this. See if I can pick it up. I got it. Hooray! Woo! Got it. And now there. And we'll put that on there like that. And take another one off and put the other side on there like that, and then we can just push it down slightly so that it doesn't overlap, and we can put the handle, do the same on this side. Right, so which side should we put the handle? We'll put it on this side. So we put one side down, and then we might, whoops, oh, maybe we won't. Just put it on. So that it looks a bit more like a handle, a bit raised slightly. And then there's some, where's that little skull? I know it's got glue on the back, but maybe we'll just put another glue dot on as well, just to be, oops, on the safe side. There we go. Doubly safe. And we'll put the skull over where the skull is there on the door knocker. Oops. See if I can find a nail to make it get sure it's straight. There we go. Don't need that now. So now I can take the backs off these and we can put the front door on. I should really be looking at the instructions because I haven't looked at them yet. Sorry. And let's see where yeah, it goes right down to the bottom there, so we want that underneath the window there, like that. There we go. So that's there, and by the side of the door is the cat, and we put dimensionals on the cat as well. Again, I think I might just use, I'll put big one up for his head. It's got quite a large head, and a small one at the bottom. Now, we've got to be careful, yeah, that'll be okay, that we don't want any sticky on this side, otherwise he'll end up bending. So, because he won't be able to go around a corner. So this should be okay. So he's going to sit by the door like that, and then the pumpkins are going on the other side, and again they'll have dimensionals on them as well. They can have two large ones. There we go. So they can go by the side of the door. that's not going to be, no, it should be fine. Okay, right, so they're okay. Then the rest of them probably going to go on. I can probably put the spider on there, and I'll use a small one for the spider because he's only small and he's somewhere over the window here, but there we go. So there's the spider. So that's most of the decorations done. I'll put the ghost on it afterwards and the web. There we go. Right, so we're getting there, slowly but surely. And now we can make our bats, because we need to put the bats together. So we also need the wires for this. So we've got 3 wires, and we need our glue dots for these. So yeah, they've got to go together like that's one. Right, so take them off. Whoops. Yeah, one there, one there, and then one in the middle, and that's what the wire will go on. And on this side we only need one in the middle. There. So take these covers off if I can. That one is sticking under my nail. Right, so let's get rid of those. And then we put the wire in the middle like that, and then we stick, well, oh, don't tell me I've lost a bat as well. Let's carry on. So they've got to be that way round and that way round. Let's see how I get on with these two, and maybe I can add the third one at a later date. Oh dear, one of these days you won't have a problem, but don't know when that will be. Right, and that one goes in the middle there. 1, 2, no, it didn't come off. 3, and 4th one. There we go. So I've lost the wire as well for that one. How have I got? Oh, I haven't done the back windows either. Right, let's just put these together for a minute. 2, 3, 4. See if I can do this without getting losing the bat, and maybe even losing the will to live. There we go. Right, so that should be way, that's what it's supposed to be like. 1, 2, 3, 4, another wire, the middle, and over the top. Right, get rid of these. Out. I wonder if I stick another glue dot on top of there. There we go. Let's see if there's enough black that I can cut another. Do I need it that way round? Well, I can always, yes, so if I get a pencil and draw around my bat, maybe I can cut this out of this cut. Oh, it's not big enough. It's not, I've lost half the thing. No, let's try another base. Sorry about this, but if this happens to you, then you'll know that maybe you can do this too. Oops, it moved. I'd rather it didn't move. I've lost a bit of the bat on that side as well. Oh well, we'll try and see what we get. See if this works. You might not see much of it. And then if I find the other one, I can try and take it apart and put it together again. Oh well. So this will take a little bit longer than I planned. So, yes. So, here we go. And I'm I'll be there in a sec. Let's see what that looks like. If I can, that's the other way round. I can always trim it down a little bit. There we go. I don't think you're going to notice that much. That should be fine. Just trim the top of his wing up. Whoops. And there we go. So we've got 3 bats again now. Right, there we go. So you can hopefully manage to sort something out if you have an accident and lose a bat. You can make yourself another one. There we go. Hopefully, there we go. That'll do. Right, so we've got 3 bats, and what they've done is they've sort of bent the wires around a little bit. So, a bit odd. So that they're a little bit squiffy. And I think you need to make the bottom part of it a little bit straighter than the rest so that you've got something to stick There we go. Right, let's do the other side of the windows for the back, because I forgot about those. And that will never do. Put 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Let's put there for the top. Oh, what have I done? Oh, dear me. I put the wrong colours at the top. Don't know if I can get them off very easily. See? This is what happens when you're not concentrating properly. Let's try again. 1, 2. At least I remembered in time. There we go. And you can't see the other bits that have come off, so what I can probably do is put, there we go. See, worked out all right in the end. Just put a glue dot on the back of these. So 1, oops, 1, 2. That one's not too bad actually, but I'll put one on just in case. 3. See, they gave you extras just in case you had an accident like me. There we go. Right. So, let's get the backs off these and put these on the windows. There we go. Right, here we go. Let's get back on track. I don't know how I'm doing for time. This one. Let's see how long I've been going. About half an hour so far, I think. Or was it an hour? Oh, sugar. I did have to, I had a bit of a problem with the live when I the first time I tried to get on, because I put the orientation the wrong way round and I'd forgotten to change it, so I had to come out because it wouldn't let me change it once I'd started, so that's I had to come back out and start again. So here we go, and finally the last ones. There we go. On there. Right, hopefully now there's no decoration on the back, it's only on the front. So let's get rid of all these little bits. Tidy up as we go along. Right, so now we've got to stick the house together on the sides. Plenty on. Ooh, get lots of stringy bits coming from it. We'll try again. Please, please work. This looks a bit more promising. Right, let's do the other side. I hope this one works too. Right. Oops. Does this one work yet? Oh, this one's coming out too. We'll try that one in a minute. But I think the glue stick that was in there has been in there for a long time as well, so maybe we'll stick with this one if it's working. And make that come towards the side. Hold this down. There we go. We're getting somewhere at last, hopefully. There we go. So put this over so they make sure they fold. There we go. Hooray! We've got part of it. Now we need the front. So we have to come over here. This is where my small desk doesn't help anything. So fold this over, get some glue around there. There we are. Yeah, 2 sacks. And this over here, like there. And then finally, this bit here. There we go. Right. So, I thought, now it's all over me. Oh dear. Yes. Try. If at first you don't succeed, glue yourself to it. There. At least this time it seems to be working. But I've also got it all over me. There we go. Does anybody else not like glue guns? I don't think I do anymore. Right, so we've now got the basics together, so that needs to come a bit further like that. So we've got our house shape together now. So we need to, what do we need to do? Put our roof on, hopefully. I think that's what's next. So we've got the shape. This should be interesting. Wish me luck. So we've got glue on there, glue on there, glue on here, glue on here. I think I put some glue somewhere I shouldn't have, but there we go, and glue on there. So we'll just get this goes in between. So let's put, no we won't, oops, we want that at the top like that, and this folds in to that shape there, and this comes down onto there. Maybe I should do it upside down. Whoops. Maybe it's not, the glue has dried. Maybe we'll have to do a bit at a time. Oh dear me. I don't like glue guns, I've decided. Hello, whoever you are. I hope you're not getting too fed up with watching me peel glue off. Hot glue off everything. Oh, what have I got on here? A bit more. we shall try again in a second. See how we can get on. Maybe just do the back first. Maybe I should have done it that way round. Oh dear me. This doesn't want to come off now. But there's no point putting more glue on top of glue because that won't work either. Oh dear. I'm really sorry about this, everybody. Anybody that's watching? Oh dear. Not having much luck today. Next time I'm going to have a practice run and see how I get on then. Give me card making any day. Right, one bit. Oh dear. I'm so sorry, everybody. Not having a lot of luck today. Here we go. Hopefully I will be able to do some editing before this goes on my channel, because this is awful. I can't even get it off anymore. I wonder if I can use, I'll probably cut myself to ribbons, but I'll try using this to see if we can take it off with this. And I don't want to peel my fingers. It doesn't want to come off with a knife either. So maybe I should give this up as a bad job. And maybe send for another one and try again another time with another kit. I could probably buy one with the discount, and maybe we'll have a go another time. But maybe I'll just record that one and not do it live, because this is absolutely awful. And that's got loads of glue, which is going to make a mess. Right, I'm going to try what I probably should have done in the first place, and do the back to the front. So there. So I'll stick this on first, try and centre that there, and try and get that down. And then we'll do the sides. One. Oh, that's not right. Oh, I'm not having a good day today. I'm not having a good crafty day today. And I've run out of glue. And we'll try and put this on. But now the back is too far up. It should have more of an overhang at the back. So I might have to try, I can't get it off now. Oh dear, dear, dear. What have I done? What have I let myself in for here? It's not supposed to be this difficult, it really isn't. Got a big gap there. Wonder, no, I can't get that off now. So let's see what we can, how we can make this better. So maybe if I need a different glue stick. Run out of glue. We'll try another one. Whoops. It's not going in. There we go, that there. And some on there. I'll try and get this over there like that. And try and see if I can stick this down in some shape or form. Ow. It's sticking to me anyway. But not necessarily to the box. Probably got a larger overhang than we should have had on the front. That bit's stuck anyway. Let's try and see if I can get bits of glue everywhere. oh great. Silly little stringy things everywhere as well. See if I can get some glue there and some glue on here, and then get that in there, and get that up there, and maybe get that to hold as well. There we go. Well, ish. Got something done anyway. Right, so not quite the way it should have been, but it has eventually stuck together. So I do have a house of sorts. Now we've got to try and get the roof bit sorted, but I think we have to somehow get the bats in there somehow. But it doesn't show you how. So let's have a look at this. That's, how does this work? That go there like that? No. Aha. Does that go on there? That goes in there. These two bits stick down onto there. Right. Hooray. Let's get... I'm going to use... Oh, I can't use that tear and tape. I've got to use my own. Let's get some tear and tape a second. And I'm going to put some tear and tape on this to stick it together, because I've had enough of that already. Right, let's see if we can put this bit together with tear and tape. One, two, three, and four. Here we go. Right. Take the backing strips off and put that together. Well, that was so much more easy to do than the other bits. Oh dear, dear. We learn. And that comes onto that. So now this bit should go on somewhere. Does it go on there or does it go on there? I don't know. Let's have another look, see where this fits. So that is the roof. So I'm surely this goes, where does this, So does that then fit like that and that go on there? No, surely that's not right. I can't see how else it fits. Ah, does it come down further? You put that in there. That goes on the outside. Like, that doesn't go like that. So maybe it goes like, ah, that's better. Got you. And then that goes over there like that. Yay, I think I'm nearly there. So that should probably, yes, well if it was in the right place it might be better. Right, so I think I've sort of messed up the roof a bit. That won't go in anymore. And it should be further in, I think. Right, so what are we going to do? We'll try. And then be quick, because that's got to go over the top like that and hold it in place somehow like that. There we go. So we have a roof on, even on the gable, and then we'll put this on top of there like that, and this folds up. So put some tear and tape along the top, and not all the way to the sides, just to there. Take this off. Two. And then that on there, like that. We're nearly there, I think. So, whew, oh, I didn't put the bats in. I'm supposed to put the bat. Oh, the bats should go under there. Oh well, maybe we won't have any bats after all that. Right, let me move this out of the way for a minute, and we'll see if I can maybe stick the bats down inside somehow. One. Two. And three. I think I should have been putting the bats. There we go. We've got bats anyway. Don't know about in the belfry, but we've got bats. So we've got bats. We've got to put the bunting, that's what it's called, the bunting on. And then we can put the ghost and the cobweb on as well, and then we're done. And I'm definitely done. Oh dear dear. Right, have we got any of the little, I've got some mini glue dots, I don't need to worry about that. Let's use my glue dots. There's some little ones, so we put some glue dots on there and a glue dot on here, and we shall see, we can stick this under the eaves here, so that it hangs down a bit. There we go. So we've got some bunting there. Now for the ghost. Now we'll use the cobweb first. Got to fold this over, and we'll put some glue dots on here too. So there's one on there, and one there. There we go. So I've got my glue dots, and we'll put the cobweb. I'm gonna hang. Oh, I can't. I think. Oh, that'll do. That's okay. I'll just put him under this eave here. But hang down a bit. There we go. That should do. Hey, we got it. We got it. And finally, our ghost. Where does the ghost go? Out of the window over here. Maybe, yes, I'll stick him with a glue dot and put it underneath the window. The shutters. That's what they're called. Shutters. Hey, I get there in the end. See? Put the ghost coming out from behind the shutters. See if we can curve him around a little bit so he sticks out. There we go. I've done it. Hooray! Got there in the end. Not very successfully, but I did get there in the end. I hope my daughter has better luck than I did with glue guns. Oh dear me. There we go. Right. Now I'm going to take the camera down so that you can see it from the front. And we'll try and put the tree back together. And the little fences around the sides, and then you can get an idea of what it should look like if you put it on display. So we've got one little fence there and one over here, and now I will try and get the camera down, so excuse. So I put a little light inside my oh, haha, now you can see my iPad behind as well. That's not clever either. Oh, please go away. Right, I've got lots of notifications just coming up on my phone. Right, so that's, I put light inside so that you can see the light through the windows. Obviously not the top one because that isn't see-through, and then you've got the fences. I will try and find somewhere to put this so that you can actually see it in situ when I've got it on display, and I will take another photograph of it then. I'm so sorry it took so long. Wasn't meant to, honestly, and I hope you will join me again, and hopefully I won't have such an awful time of it. And I will test out glue guns before I ever use them again. Right, thank you so much for joining me. If you did want this kit and you wanted to try it out yourself, maybe not make such a hash of it, you could send for it when between the 6th and the 8th, and well, there's a discount on it, so you won't necessarily be paying as much for it. So thank you again for joining me and putting up with this, and I hope I will see you again sometime. I'm planning to go live on Monday, and we'll be doing some scrapbooking, and then again on Tuesday for my card making again with some more autumn cards. Right, I will let you go now. Thanks again, and hopefully I will see you soon. Bye bye.